Morning everyone, and I'll open the meeting at 9:02, and just to let you know, we have the Deputy Mayor Cameron O'Neill online and Councillor Brendan Seawright. So with that, we'll
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
open the meeting at
Morning, everyone.
9:02. Thank you, gentlemen. All right, would someone like to move the minutes of the ordinary meeting held on the 29th of January 2026? Councillor Davis.
I move that the minutes of the ordinary meeting held on the 29th of January 2026 be confirmed.
Seconded by Councillor Brompton. All those in favour?
Yes.
Yes.
9-0. 10.1, consideration of elected members' attendance of the 2026 LGAQ Civic Leaders Summit. Do I have a mover? Councillor Davis.
I move that Council 1 endorse the attendance of Mayor Wendy Taylor and Councillor Cameron O'Neill at the LGAQ Civic Leaders Summit on the 25th to the 26th of March in Brisbane. 2, draw the required funds from attending individual councillors' conference budgets.
Have a seconder. Councillor Brompton. Would anyone like to speak? Would you like to speak, Councillor?
Thank you. Is there a question?
I just have a question. Through you, CEO, do we actually have a conference budget or do we have an expense budget?
You'll have an individual, each of you has an individual amount, budget.
For just conferences? Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Just quickly, I do see that this is an important conference. It will be great to have Maranoa attendant at the table. We have quickly seen the schedule of events, so good luck in Brisbane, Mayor and Councillor O'Neill.
All right. Anyone else like to speak? We didn't go to it last year, did we? No, but we went the year before.
No, we didn't.
Did we go last year?
No.
No.
No, we didn't. No.
No, but we have been one since we've been at council, and we found it pretty good. So there's a lot on, and it's a lot about networking too. You got to be in the room. You got to hear the conversation. So, and most councils that go, we've all got the same problems. We're all trying to solve the same things. So, it's really good to get someone else's, take on things. So, more than happy to represent the Maranoa. Anyone else like to speak? We'll go to the vote. All those in favour?
Yes.
Yes.
9-0. Thank you. 10.2, proposed adjustment to the 2026 meeting schedule, date change for the second ordinary meeting in March. Councillor Brompton.
I move that Council 1 amend the secondary ordinary meeting date in March from Thursday the 26th of March to Tuesday the 24th of March 2026, noting a commencement time of 9 a.m. 2, publish the updated meeting schedule on Council's website reflecting this change.
Seconded by Councillor Hancock. Would you like to speak, Councillor?
Just briefly to say we're changing this meeting date because we've just made the resolution about the civic leaders to allow us still to have full attendance and the Mayor and Deputy Mayor to attend the civic leaders.
Anyone else like to speak? Let's go to the vote. All those in favour?
Yes.
Yes.
9-0. 11.1, Queensland Audit Office Final Management Letter 2024-25. Councillor Brompton.
I recommend that Council receive and note the Queensland Auditor General's final management report on the 24-25 financial statements.
Seconded by Councillor Davis. Would you like to speak, Councillor?
Just to acknowledge that this is part of the process that goes through annually. I do want to note that there are obviously still issues with procurement and contract work to be done within the organisation, and we are keeping a watching brief on that. The internal audit committee, the audit and risk committee, is very keen to see some of these things closed out, and we obviously have procurement high on our agenda with Councillor Davis leading that portfolio, and we have some things in our operational plan to try and resolve some of this. But regardless of whether it's in the operational plan or not, there's some clear actions for the team to keep working on.
Thank you. Anyone else like to speak? Let's go to the vote. All those in favour?
Yes.
Yes.
9-0. 13.1, development application, material change of use, transport depot, 19 Silo Lane, Hodson, reference 2025/21596. Good morning, everybody. Hello. Councillor Flynn.
Yes, I'd like to move that the development application for material change of use, transport depot located at 19 Silo Lane, Hodson, described as lot 12 on H1495 be approved, subject to the listed conditions and general advice.
Do I have a seconder? Councillor Vincent, would you like to speak, councillor?
Just to say that this application has been advertised as far as the impact assessment goes, and as we are looking at a business that are contracting to the area as far as thinking of the word as far as contracting to the wheat industry and other industries, and believe that the approval of the application will allow this business to continue and grow.
Thank you, councillor. Did you have a question, councillor?
I
Hancock?
do,
Yes.
thank you.
Sorry, I should have asked for that before, sorry.
Okay, through the Mayor. Major Danielle, just on page 93, just wanting to clarify, the house that's on the block beside it, are they the owners or are they neighbours?
Through you, Mayor, they're the owners
They're
on the
owners
neighbouring
who are
property. Yep.
putting the shed up on the next door?
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
thank you.
Anybody else got questions, which I should have asked before, sorry? No? Anyone else like to speak? Okay, we'll go to the vote. All those in favour?
Yes.
Yes.
9-0. Thank you. We're going on to the lake. Oh. Have a seat.
Not
there
quite.
now. Yes, it's all yours. Look at that. L1, development application, material change of use, undefined use, domestic outbuilding, 5 Short Street, Mitchell, reference 2025/21628. Do I have a mover?
So I'll move that the development application for a material change of use, undefined use, a domestic shed located at 5 Short Street, Mitchell, described as lot 5 on SP 206884 be approved, subject to the listed conditions and general advice.
Seconder, councillor Burkett. Has anyone got any questions? Councillor Vincent.
With the inclusion of the shower and toilet, does that get, how do we determine whether they're going to live there or not?
Through you, Mayor, with any domestic shed, we always have conditions that restrict the use to storage only, domestic storage, so not suitable for residing in. It is relatively common to see toilets in domestic sheds, and it goes through a plumbing approval process, but if someone was to live in it, it becomes a compliance matter that we then have to follow through with.
I think they're similar to what the neighbours. I don't know these people at all, but I'd say it's going to be a base for caravan. There's been a few of them pop up a lot. Yep.
Councillor Hancock.
Just a question on that. I thought it was on the statement of reason, but I understand that Lengo's Construction on behalf of the property owners have submitted the application, but we don't know who the owners are, or if I missed it in the report.
Through you, Mayor, we may not have listed the landowners here in the report.
I think we had similar ones the other day, that 2 in Mitchell that just come up as of the builders, not the owners, yeah.
Usually all our correspondence goes directly to the applicant, so often that is the builder, particularly with something like a shed. So we
consent, though. They sign off as owner's consent. They sign off for owner's consent on the form as well, but the applicant is actually in this instance. Is
I'm just more.
Their name is on the plan. It's Goldsworthy is the surname.
But it could be a situation for conflict.
I'm only looking at a conflict of interest. I think I'm pretty safe in Mitchell. I don't think, but I'm just being aware.
Just to tell you that.
Yeah, so the name is on the plan, Goldsworthy. Is that correct, Danny?
Yeah.
It should be, yeah. You had seen it somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, just
All
I
right.
guess. Yep. Thank you.
Anybody else got any questions? Everybody good? All right, let's go to the vote. All those in favour?
Yes.
Yes.
9-0. L2. Adoption. Thank you now. Adoption of the community and not-for-profit groups' use of the Dianne Gibson artwork. Councillor Brumpton.
I move that council adopt the community and not-for-profit groups' use of the Dianne Gibson artwork policy.
Seconded by Councillor Hancock. Would you like to speak, Councillor? Has anyone got any questions?
Just one quickly one. When we give permission for the use of the Dianne Gibson work, do they have to come back when they want to do subsequent printing of them, knowing that they might get permission one time to do cups and then they may assume that they could do something else afterwards?
Through the chair, it would be good, yes, for them to come back, especially if they want to use some more.
Sorry, Mayor, that can't hear the response.
Sorry.
Apologies,
Tennille's got it on
Councillor.
there. She's good.
Yes, it would be good, yes, for them to come back if they plan to, if they want to use it for something else, then it would be good for us to know what they're going to use it for and make sure that it still follows the policy.
Was there some talk about making sure it stays in the Maranoa though?
It's in the policy.
It's in the policy.
Oh, it's in the policy. Great. Does anyone else have any questions? Would you like to speak, Councillor Brumpton?
Yes, we've had a couple of discussions under this council about the Dianne Gibson artwork because, and we've done the work to digitise it. So, and I think now that we've got the people coming forward wanting to use it, it is great artwork when you see it in the visitor information centres on items. So it'll be great for community groups to use it as trophies or whatever. So it's good to see it and have something that clarifies how it can be used for groups, and that helps the officers too, I think. Yeah.
It's got to be a benefit if you're using it.
Yeah.
Like, you know. Anyone else like to speak?
Just a question, I'm
Yep.
just saying. Just on page 43, just in the council policy, where it just says review date, proposed review date, and it's got no longer than 3 years. I'm just thinking, like, should we just put 3 years or 2 years rather than no longer than on a policy?
Yep, so through the chair, this still is in draft, so that as you can see, it's in brackets. This is from the template that we're given, so that will be corrected when it's officially.
Perfect, just looks
Yeah.
more professional. Yeah, that's really good. I'm happy to speak.
Yes.
I too support this. It was always the intention of the council of the day when they got the Dianne Gibson artwork through for the community. I love it. I think it's fabulous, and I really, really would love to see it used more in our communities. And so I think that this policy, whilst it was already available to use for the community, it's nice that we now have a policy around that to actually let the community know that they are right to use it, just with some of these steps involved. So yeah, I'm really excited to see it out and about some more.
Very good, thank you. Anyone else like to speak? Would you like to sum up, Councillor? You're right. Okay, let's go to the vote. All those in favour?
Yes.
Yes.
9-0. Thank you. Thanks, Tennille. L3, Business Excellence Program, updated terms of reference. Do you have a conflict you would
Mayor,
like? Yes. Councillor O'Neill?
Yeah, sorry. Kel, I did send it through, but it was about half an hour before the meeting. So, Mayor, I'd like to declare a declarable conflict of interest on L3. subject Business Excellence Program updated terms of reference. The declaring councillor is myself, Councillor O'Neill. The persons with the interest is myself. The particulars of the interest are that Roma Commerce and Tourism are a partner proposal. Deb Jopic, the General Manager of Roma Commerce and Tourism, is a friend. So I'm declaring a declarable conflict of interest, and the action will be, although I have a declarable conflict of interest, I do not believe a reasonable person could have a perception of bias. Therefore, I will choose to remain in the meeting. However, I will respect the decision of the meeting on whether I can remain and participate.
Somebody want to move something?
Can we just give Janice a moment, because I think we just need to fix up Roma Commerce and Tourism General Manager Debbie Jopic, the top.
Apologies, Janice. I didn't realise it was you at the chair.
Roma Commerce and Tourism General Manager Debbie Jopic is a friend. Yeah, is that right, Councillor O'Neill?
Yeah, that's fine.
And then type of conflict is declarable, Janice, so you get
declarable conflict of interest.
Prescribed, yeah. And take out the next line.
We're all willing to help.
Yes.
Just go a bit slower.
Yeah.
Councillor Hancock.
I move that it is in the public interest that Councillor Cameron O'Neill participates and votes on agenda item L.3. No.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, L.3, because a reasonable person would trust that the decision is made in the public interest.
The seconder. Councillor Davis. All those in favour?
Yes.
8-0. Okay, Business Excellence Program updated terms and reference. I have a mover, Councillor Brumpton.
I move that Council 1 endorse the updated terms of reference. 2, nominate MRC's Regional Economic Development Specialist as Council's primary representative on the BEP Steering Committee. 3, nominate Councillor Amber Davis as MRC's Councillor Representative. There's no S on representative, Janice. And 4, authorise the Chief Executive Officer or delegate to execute the terms of reference on Council's behalf.
Have a seconder. Councillor Hancock, would you like to speak, Councillor?
It's great to see further action happening on on the BEP program. I know a couple of councillors in particular have been very keen to see us further progress on this with RCAT, and I'm sure other councillors have got more detailed information on this, but it's nice to see another step along the way from council's perspective of getting the terms of reference squared away and membership.
Anyone else like to speak? Councillor Davis.
I'd just like to thank my fellow councillors for the nomination. BEP is a great program that council has been a part of for 16 years. Today, we've already put a budget against this. This is just the governance side of it, of the terms of reference, and look forward to seeing some great things happen in the BEP space.
Anyone else like to speak? Councillor Hancock.
Yeah, thanks, Madam Mayor. I too am excited to see these terms of reference come to Council today. It has taken a little bit of work to get here, but I think the BEP program is a really great program. I think the partnership that is involved in that program is important, and I think that with these terms of reference, we'll see some. There's already great action in that space, but I think we'll see some really exciting action, and I look forward to us supporting that and promoting it and being involved in the BEP program.
Anyone else like to speak?
Yes, I will.
When you're ready, Councillor.
Thanks, Mayor. I too am very supportive of the Business Excellence Program. I tip my hat to Councillor Davis and to Councillor Hancock the scenes to reinvigorate council's involvement in what has been a really successful program over a long period of time. The partnership with RCAT as it is now and Roma Commerce before and Santos and the state government has brought together some really key partners to drive, initiatives that support our local businesses. So to see the interest and the initiative born from within the chamber to, take our place in shaping this once again from an elected member's perspective, a strategic perspective, I think has been a really welcome one. There's no beating around the bush. The ball was dropped over the last term, and it's really exciting to see that we're back at the table and driving what is and has been a really receptive program to many of our businesses across the region. So I welcome this, and I look forward to seeing the successes over the coming 12 months as we partner with these groups and to deliver good programs for our business community.
Thank you, Councillor. Anyone else like to speak? Would you like to sum up, Councillor?
I don't think there's any need.
All good, let's go to the vote. All those in favour?
Yes.
Yes.
9-0. L4, application of resource recovery grant stream 2. Councillor Vincent.
I've just got a couple of questions for the CEO, if I can. And the officer too. Just in the recommendation there, it's just got that we've got a.
Sorry, Councillor Vincent. It's really hard to hear you.
Yeah. Noting that do we need to note in the recommendation that there's no direct cash contribution? Probably just that last sentence. Just don't know if that's needed in the recommendation. Oh, it's your recommendation and we're noting it, whether it needs to be in the recommendation. And also the last one, subject to council approval of resource allocations. If it's operational, does that come down to council's approval if it's just operational?
Well, the reason that second one was put in is because it is only the EOI stage at this point. Yep. So, if we get through to the next level, we'll obviously need to flesh out what that in-kind contribution looks like in more detail. So we already have a good handle on what that would look like, but obviously we don't want to do that without bringing it back and having broader discussion with council so you have a good understanding of what it will mean operationally. As I said, they're all costs that we will have to absorb anyway in other ways, but just to have that transparency in the process, that's all.
If it was actually the direct application, you probably wouldn't need it in there because it states in there, but this being just the expression of interest there, just in case they come back and say we've been oversubscribed and we've got councillors wanting to put in cash contributions there. By putting it there, I suppose, if that's what comes back after the expression of interest, then we're saying, well, that we're out. So.
And the noting of the no direct cash, or is that what you're talking about? Sorry.
Yeah, that was whether it was needed.
Sort of both.
Because we did note it.
You can take it out. But
yeah, we don't normally put it in because it's polite. It's a direct application. This is just because it's an expression of interest. So
and because the lead time has been short, so we just wanted to make it clear that at this stage it won't be any direct budget implications, particularly where we are in our budget cycle. So but happy to take it out if that's what council would prefer, obviously.
Councillor Hancock.
Yeah, I have a question, and maybe I'm just reading this all wrong, which is probably the case, but number 1 and number 2 seems about the same to me. So we're approving the submission of a resource recovery boost fund stream 2 application and expression of interest stage, but then number 2, we're approving officers to progress the expression of interest. So
the first one's to say go ahead and lodge the expression of interest. The second one is saying if you're successful, then lodge an application.
Progress to the application stage.
Well, it doesn't say that. It says approve officers to progress the expression of interest.
And if successful,
complete full application.
And if successful, okay, complete full application. Okay.
Because there's going to be 2 parts to it, councillors. So there's the expression of interest stage, and if we get through the expression of interest stage, then authorise the staff to actually lodge the...
To go the next stage.
To complete the full application. Okay, I'm adding some words now.
Right, okay. Do I have a mover? Councillor Vincent.
I move that Council 1 approve the submission of a resource recovery boost fund, stream 2 application EOI stage for the green waste resource recovery and composting infrastructure project. noting that no direct cash contribution is required and that council's contribution will be provided through existing operational and in-kind resources. 2, approve officers to progress the application if oh no, that doesn't make sense either.
I think if it's if successful, complete the full application subject to council approval of resource allocation.
Approve officers to progress if successful to complete the full application
Yeah, I think it's just missing those couple of little words.
subject to council approval of resource allocations.
Sorry, Councillor Vincent, could you do?
Approve officers to progress if successful, it's a comma, if successful.
And to,
Can I suggest that just say, and if, so it'll be the first one, and then the point 2 would read, and if successful, complete full application subject to council.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate,
It
I've
could
got a
actually just be
question.
if successful, instead of starting with an and. Yep.
Complete, if successful, complete full application, subject to council approval of resource allocations.
Yeah, that sounds better.
Oh, okay.
And that bit there, up to there.
Yeah, all good. Seconder, councillor Burkett.
Councillor O'Neill had a question.
Oh, sorry, councillor
Yes.
O'Neill.
Yeah, it's just on the resolution. It's fighting each other. If successful, complete a full application, but that's subject to council approval. So it's going to have to come back to council to allocate the resources, which would then imply we then go on to give approval to complete the full application. Can't full council's approved the resource allocation.
Yeah, I just thought if we're going to say, yes, go for the expression of interest today, I'm making that decision fully knowing that if we're successful, we're going to apply for a grant, and you've already told us roughly what that's going to be for in kind.
Yeah.
I think, like for me, we're either doing it or we're not.
And because you've got that, and it goes back to Councillor Vincent's question before, that first point 1 where it says, you know, we don't normally specify that there's no in kind. That covers us there. That gives us the guide for the second point. So you could probably remove that.
Remove the
part.
second point,
so you
yeah.
can't just complete full
It's
application,
just if
full
successful.
stop.
Yep, full stop.
Because you have got that parameter in the first one.
Yeah.
Just do that.
So just point 1.
Yeah, don't even worry
But
about
yeah.
point 2. Point
Well,
2.
we're only referencing the EOI stage.
Yeah, you still need point 2, I think, if
Yeah,
successful, complete the full
complete-
application.
Oh, yeah.
It could be a quick turn.
Well, it's a gated approval process. You know, we just wanted to protect council in case you wanted to revisit the concept, that was all.
Yeah.
Do we have to say approve though? There's nothing saying we're then, just semantics. We've approved the EOI, but we haven't used the words approve if successful. I'm just
Submit
being
an application
And
that council
approve the submission of a full application or something, because it's complete is not submit. It's only semantics around words, but
by
if
putting
successful, approve. If successful, council approve
The full application.
submission of the full application. Sorry, Councillor Vincent, your.
No, that's okay. I just think if we're, going back to what Councillor Hancock said, if we're putting in for the expression of interest stage, we're committing to putting in for the grant.
Like, if there's any issues, you guys would always bring it back anyway. So,
Yep.
Yeah, I'd still keep your second point in, just saying that
Yeah, you're giving the approval for the
approval to
next
both,
step.
yeah, because there's 2 steps to it. It's not
Yeah,
one
there's
step.
2
so-
steps to it, yeah.
Are you happy with that, councillor Vincent? Who
Yes, I am.
seconded it? Councillor Burkett, you happy with that? All right. Would you like to speak to it, councillor?
This is another great funding opportunity, and thank you to the staff for bringing it to us today. This is looking at different ways that we can do some recycling within our community through the green waste. We do see a lot of green waste coming over the weighbridge at our waste facilities, so hopefully we are successful, and there's no requirement with the project here that we don't need a cash contribution, so that's even a bigger plus. So hopefully we see a positive outcome from this application.
All right, on that note, we'll go, oh, sorry, councillor
Yeah,
Burkett.
I'd just like to follow on from Councillor Vincent, so congratulations to the staff. I think it is a great, anything way we can recycle, and I know that I'll be pushing for a lot of green waste to go through this machine in my neck of the woods, so I think it's a great initiative, and hopefully we come through and get the results and successful in the application. So congratulations, guys.
Anyone else like to speak? Let's go to the vote. All those in favour?
Yes.
Yes.
9-0. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Are we looking to go, anyone need to go into confidential?
Yes.
Into close? Yes. Okay. Could somebody move us into close? Councillor Vincent.
I move in accordance with the provisions of section 254J3 of the Local Government Regulation 2012 that council resolve to close the meeting to the public at 9:33 to discuss confidential items that its councillors consider is necessary to close the meeting in accordance with section 254J5 of the Local Government Regulation 2012. The following table provides the matters to be discussed, an overview of what is to be discussed while the meeting is closed. C.1, application for a permit to occupy on lot 15 CPEG 68, LC1, consideration of projects nominations, Queensland Government 2026-27 Active Transport Grants Program. LC.2, Leachate and Stormwater Management Tender, Award recommendations. LC.3, Waste Bin Collection Contract Renewal Contract.
Have a seconder? Councillor Davis. All those in favour?
Yes.
Yes.
9-0. We're in close. We're going to C1, application for permit to occupy lot 15 EPEG 68. Councillor Hancock.
I move that Council 1 offer no objection to the application for a permit to occupy over land described as Lot 15 CPEG 68 for the purpose of grazing on the condition that the application is submitted to the Department of Natural Resources and Mines, Manufacturing and Regional and Rural Development within 12 months of the applicant receiving Council's response, subject to the following conditions. A, State and trustee reserve the right to cancel the permit at any stage without compensation to the occupier. B, installation of signage advising that the area is a permit to occupy and permit holder's contact details. C, flow of traffic on roads in the area not be impeded. D, the area is managed to ensure that it is not overgrazed and there is no decline in natural resource condition. 2, as trustee of the reserve, authorise the use of the land to be dealt with under the Land Act 1994 by the Department of Natural Resources and Mines, Manufacturing and Regional and Rural Development. 3, authorise the Chief Executive Officer or delegate to sign Part C statement in relation to an application under the Land Act 1994 over state land.
Councillor Burkett seconded it. Janice? Do you want to speak, councillor? Anyone want to speak? Let's go to the vote. All those in favour?
Yes.
9-0. LC1, consideration of project nominations, Queensland Government 2026-27 Active Transport Grants Program. Councillor Vincent.
I move that Council 1 apply for funding under the Queensland Government's 2026-27 Active Transport Grants Program, ATGP, for 3 projects. Design stream, A, Bungle Street dedicated footpath from Adungadoo to Sports Ovals. Construction stream, A, Stage 1, Miss Campbell Street to Carnarvon Highway to Arthur Street as priority 1, and B, pathway from Surat Hospital to school as priority 2. 2, provide in-principle approval for council to co-fund the above projects up to a total value of $800,000 excluding GST in the 2026-27 financial year, subject to the success of the funding applications. 3, authorise the CEO and authorised delegate to sign the funding agreements.
Seconded. Councillor Hancock. Would you like to speak, councillor?
As always, it's great to take any opportunity to get co-funded for projects that we've already highlighted in our plans. These projects have got a lot of customer requests. They are in our walking plans. So it will be great if we can get these projects up to be co-funded.
That's good. Anyone else like to speak? Councillor Hancock.
Yeah, I too agree. It's always exciting to find these grant opportunities. Thank you to the staff for bringing these forward. It's great that we've got plans now that we can, when these funding opportunities come up, we can go to the plans and know where our priorities lay. I am excited that the pathway from Surratt Hospital to the school is up in this one due to the fact that the SDDA has it as one of their 3 high priorities this year to get that pathway completed. So hopefully we will be successful for this application, and we might be able to tick off both of these, 3 of these priorities for our community. And also just like to acknowledge, I think it's great that we're putting in a design stream application. So we're designing one so that it's shovel ready for the next time that there's available funding.
Councillor Davis.
Thank you. I do think we do have a good recipe here for success in an opportunity to secure 50-50 funding. It does speak to the successfulness of it because the stage 1 Miss Campbell Street was actually an approved design stream, so it's just taking the next step. We've designed it and now we're asking, to partner and build it, which it is approximately 1,400 vehicles a day. It is one of the most highly used intersections other than the CBD and the school zones. The construction stream will include a 2.5 metre path with access to both bicycles and walkers, and it's a really good opportunity to link up with the TMR from the airport to Apex Park. With the Surratt project, it's good to see that this council values again. We have put it up for consideration before and been unsuccessful, so second time lucky would be great. And it also just improves the safety for the community, so fully supportive of this motion.
Good. Anyone else like to speak? Let's go to the vote. All those in favour?
Yes.
Yes.
9-0. LC3, waste bin collection contract renewal contract approach. Do I have a mover? Councillor Vincent.
I move that Council 1 accept Durack Civil Proprietary Limited as the successful tenderer for tender 26026 leachate and stormwater management project for an estimated contract sum of 900.
Oh, I buggered that up. Sorry.
You're right.
I've got the
Can you
wrong
call
piece of
the
paper.
next one?
You keep going. You keep going. Sorry.
Yeah, I just said
We'll
it's
have to
LC2, not
LC2. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
For an estimated contract sum of $938,458 excluding GST. 2, authorise the Chief Executive Officer or Delegate to enter final negotiations with the tenderer, noting the anticipated contract sum value above, and execute the contract if the final terms are acceptable. 3, authorise the nominated superintendent for council, the delegation, to order variations up to the value of the approved project budgets, noting the schedule of rates, nature of contract and the requirement to use variations to achieve project goals.
Have a seconder? Councillor Brompton, would you like to speak, Councillor?
Well, I can't say I'm excited, but this is one of a substantial part of progressing through the environmental protection order that we've currently got on us as a council. So it is exciting that a major project like this is moving towards completion, so we can finally, hopefully, get to the end of the EPO.
Anyone else like to speak? We'll go to the vote. All those in favour?
Yes.
Yes.
9-0. LC3, waste bin collection contract renewal contract approach. Do I have a mover? Councillor Brompton.
I move that we defer this matter to a special meeting on Wednesday, the 18th of February.
Have a seconder? Councillor Davis. So we need to speak. All those in favour?
Yes.
Yes.
9-0. That's the end of our agenda. If nobody has any more business, I'll close the meeting at 10:46 and thank you all for your attendance.